Hi guys, my name's Craig, welcome to Pagan Outdoors. Sorry it's been a while. Been out fishing a couple bits and had one bushcraft weekend camp, but I've not really felt like filming. Excuse the noise in the background. I'm in a new bit of woodland that's attached to a bit that I've been going in for years. But there's still paths looping round, and it's sort of tea time, so dog walkers are about. So apologies for if I get a bloody great hound flying through in a minute. But yeah, I hope everyone's well. I seem to have gained a couple of new subscribers, so thank you very much. Today is just a quick one. I'll pan you down, or give you a look in a minute. I've got a stove I've not used for years. It's the Backpacking Light pocket stove. Now it's stainless steel, one of these sort of assemble jobs, sort of four sides, one of them being the front and then the bottom. I'm using it with a dedicated mess stove. So, and I've paired it up with I think it's a 750ml titanium mug. I can't think what manufacturer it is, but I got that in one of the old Brown's bushcraft bags. So I put the stove, I've taken it out of the tin, I put the stove in the front, and then mug, lid, bottle, and I've got a titanium spoon goes in there. So I keep me dedicated thing in one of these. I think it's a polymath little bag. And my mug of choice today is the good old cup picker cup and spoon. So I might have a tea today. I've been field stripping my ration packs this year. So I've got the mains in one. I haven't bought the mains because I've only had a couple of hours. I've got a few treat protein bars and all that. But I've got me miniature ration sort of, tissue, toilet paper, tea bags, coffee, and I've added some hot chocolates and 3-in-1s. So yeah, so I've been field stripping them. So brew kit, main food, and then one with like bars and treats. I'm trying to think of the ration meals of late. I've been getting like the flapjack bars and peanuts and stuff like that, which is a bit, flapjacks are right, but the way I'm going with my teeth at the moment, peanuts, yeah, you're destroying it. But yeah, so I just thought I'd come out, bring you guys along. I actually brought my tripod out, which is why it's a slightly different angle from before. So I'm just watching these people go past who've no idea I'm sitting here making a brew, which is cool, unless the dog comes over for a look. But apart from that, so I like some of these spots. I can't walk far from the car, but I do like spots where I can sort of tuck myself away, and yeah, I'll get a little bit. I mean, I'm off an old track, but and there's a few dog walkers people, but I'm sort of tucked in amongst everything. I'll stick some photos in, and yeah. But if I just pick you up a minute, sorry for the close up. And there we go, you see that there, titanium mug. So we have a brew. I've sort of dug out an area so it's nice and stable, the handle's not hot, so I got that. And then as you can see, the dedicated stove in with the what's it called, pocket stove. So sorted. Sorry about this, I've done this with a tripod for a while, as you can tell. Right, 2 seconds while I blow it out. Some of the old Yeah, so speaking of getting out and about, I think I've been on I put pictures up of these before. These are what helped me get out back in nature after I broke my back and suffered a lot of spinal damage and stuff. So, pacer poles. So, I'm not sure, because this is probably going to be reversed, but you can see they're right left-handed. But they're not your normal straight handle. I mean, this bit is for when you're going uphill. Put your hands fit in there. Hopefully you can see this properly. Yeah, so the hands go there. So when you're walking, rather than going like that, which puts you back, if you're going at an angle, it helps with the alignment of the spine, because retired occupational therapists design these. Now, I mean, if it's good enough for long distance walkers and people going to the South Pole and all that lot, it was good enough for me. So I've had these 12, maybe 13 years, something like that. So, pacer poles. So they're made in Windermere. So I'm not sure if you'll be able to, if it comes out right or not on there. So that's basically designed by Rhodes UK Windermere. So, but it's the pacer pole, and my one is a two-piece. So it's aluminium bottom section, carbon top. Now normally walking poles are three pieces, so you can fold them up. But because I need poles to actually walk with, I need a walking stick. So these are set at this permanently. So I have two. Then I put sniper tape at the bottom bit, because when I'm going through, especially through the woodland, and I'm going through and we have moving bracken out of the way and branches and stuff, I don't want this getting damaged. So putting sniper tape on it, and it's worked, yeah, brilliantly since over 12 years or something now. So yeah, these are really what saved me really, and letting me getting back out into nature and stuff. So if I remember, I'll put a couple of photos and it might show the name up properly. But yeah, if you just type in pacer poles, it's like, it was like a cottage industry type thing. So they do a few different types of these, and they're not cheap. They're not cheap. Like I say, I had 12 years out of this, and 13 years. And these are the reason why I managed to start getting back out in the woods after sort of going into a wheelchair and then mobility scooter and all the rest of it, crutches and whatever. So these were the evolution that got me out of nature again. So I still use these to the very day. Super light as well. So yeah, I just want to come out, see how everyone is, see what's going on. We'll say what's going on in the world, but excuse my French, but the world is going to shit in an handbasket. But not much really we can do about it, so we just have to live the best we can. Make preparations, if you want to call it prepping or whatever. Just making sure you've got plenty of stocking, and for when the shops go crazy, or if you've got the power out, so head torches and spare batteries or spare power banks. And I mean, there's a whole list. There's loads of prepping channels you can go down for that. But yeah, no, something at the moment, it's definitely, you need to keep your head on a swivel and just take care of yourself and your loved ones, because these days anything can happen. So I mean, I always carry a what I call a cat's kit in my pockets anyway, because I always wear these like Helicantex pilgrim trousers. I've got a few different pairs, and basically I live in them, apart from weddings, they pretty much wear them everywhere. So they always have a cat's kit in, and now I've put in a CPR disposable mask or two. I've got an Israeli 7-inch dressing, I think it is, in my arm pocket of a couple of my jackets. Apparently you can't call them Israeli dressings now, because people get annoyed at things if you mention Israel. It's fucking stupid. Excuse my French. There may be some swear words in this video. I'll try not to. I've always tried to be good in these videos, but yeah, at the moment everything is just getting completely out of order. So it's, people are just sort of winding me up. Sorry, I'm just getting my tea bag. Should have done that before, really. Made in the Czech Republic. The army ration ones. Oh, Czech Republic. I know not. Swindon as well. Denmark. 3 or 4 different places these are made. Now, I bet you they don't come from Swindon because that would make too much sense. But they get coming from abroad. So we shall use. What I do, I use my snack. Well, I've got my snacks in as a rubbish bag, so leave no trace. So I know every channel, I think every channel sort of says about it, but it is very important that it needs to be adhered to, otherwise the, what is it, like 6%, 4% of woodland we can walk in will get taken off us, which is absolutely bloody stupid, but we need to look after what we got. Because then the right to roam movement who are trying to get us access like you can get in Scotland, we need to be show as good as we are, so to help their case for trying to get as much access as we can across England and Wales. While they've got it in Scotland, yes, we've got national trails and national parks and trails and stuff. Actually, if you want to walk somewhere that looks quite nice, you can't, because some lord's 1,000-acre estate or something. So unfortunately there's always people that are going to ruin it for others. So we shall just have to try our best and see what happens. So I mean, normally with field stripping, I know a lot of people put a bit of tape on over the top, seal it up. But I mean, at the moment, just as a reuse, I've just got some 3mm shot cord. So I use these for my bungees, so sort of the tarp tab, if you will, goes there, guy line that side, and then when it's blowing it gives some give to the tarp, so you don't tie out, don't tear out the tie outs. So I'm just making a few more and swapping some of my older guy lines out, because some of the older guy lines are sort of 10 years old, so I want to change the elastic out on them. I mean, it's still going strong, but better to be safe than sorry. So yeah, so it's just me and a waffle about a cut of it, and the woods, listening to the birds, let some squirrels go past. I've seen loads of signs of deer because the ground's quite soft, so you can see sort of the deer prints going into the soft ground all over the place. So yeah, I may have one coming past, but yeah, looking out for a couple of spots for sneaky overnighters and that as well. So might as well while I'm here, because who doesn't like having a nice sneaky stealth overnight or two. So if you're good enough, you can stay at car night so no one knows you're there, which I've done before. So this year I've got trips to the Peak District planned, some wild camping. I would say stealth, but it's just wild camping. I mean, I'm fairly stealthy anyway. Everything's green or brown, or green or coyote or camo. So I don't go up with like a, no, this is not having a go or whatever. But when people go up to Peak District, Kinder or whatever, bright red tent, costs like £1,000 or something, and then their light discipline is shocking, and then they wonder why the Rangers come along and say, "Wait, get off." The Rangers are sawing a mile off. So if you're, I'm not teaching people to suck eggs, like, but if you are going to places, quite popular camping marks, try and keep your light discipline to a minimum. That way you're not going to make yourself a beacon, because I know like the Rangers are going around trying to find everyone. So at least with that, because when you're in your tent, you put your lantern on and the whole bloody tent is one big beacon. So just keep to a low dim and just basic stuff, but each to their own. If they want to be like a lighthouse and then moan when they get caught, up to them. I'll stick to what I do. I've never been moved on in 40 years of doing all this sort of stuff, so I don't really intend to start now. So, and right, I lost my spoon. So yeah, I got a Peak District. Well, I ran them, didn't I? So Peak District, cut wire camps, different places, probably away from the masses, but we'll see. Hopefully got a few trips, well, definitely up Newcastle, Northumberland, Durham, over towards Cumbria way, possibly along the coast, northeast coast and stuff. So a lot of wild camping there, and maybe even some sea fishing. So yeah, so that should be cool. So we'll see how many of them we do, because obviously with everything going on, I mean, it's Tuesday the 4th or the 3rd today, I think it is. It's a Tuesday. And fuel's gone up, what, 3p today. And talking to one of the guys in the Asda garage, AA reckon it's going to go up to, what, is it £1, 38.9, so nearly 10, or over 10p, 11p dearer per litre due to everything. And I think it'll go up to like 141 to be fair, but that sort of does knock a bit of pressure on getting out because of just fuel costs in general. So hopefully, well, see what happens. Not much we can do, we just have to do what we can with what we got. It might be a case of getting the train up to a few places, a bit like Edel, get the train to there and do something and then train back home sort of thing. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, there's all strange things going on in the world. But yeah, I mean, it's good to see people out. I mean, it's weird because one side of this massive forest is cut in half by a road, quite a really busy road to be fair. And one side where there's a big car park, and that side is used a lot by a lot of people. And let's just say, yeah, it's a lot of people that are more interested in their phones and their dogs or the kids and stuff, where this side is more they're very bit more organised and sort of strict with the dogs, and you know, sort of barber jackets and wellies jobbing, and yeah, very not many dogs off leads on this side, where the other side loads. So yeah, it's nice to see people out as long as they treat nature as it should be treated. So but yeah, looking at my thing. God, this is getting on quite long. So what I'll do, I'll probably do a leave no trace bit at the end. I just thought I'd do a bit of a, I took more of a long ramble really. But oh, and there will be now over 400 subs. There will be the competition with the headlight from Sambalesso, the Mark 1 version, and I'll add something else to it. So I haven't forgotten, I've just got to get around to it basically. But that will be coming up soon. I may embed the competition in one of my camps or something, rather than a standalone, otherwise people will just come along just for the competition and then bugger off again. So we'll see. But yeah, thank you for looking in on this video. I know it's basically just staring at me babbling on, but yeah, sometimes it's not all. I don't tend to film as I walk in because I'm using my sticks to actually walk, so it's a bit hard. I know it's not, I haven't got a shelter up or hammock or all my usual bits, but this one just felt like a sit down talk job. So I hope you don't mind. I'll put some pictures in throughout or at the end or something. So hopefully I'll remember to do a bit of video of the leave no trace, but there will be leave no trace. I'll even cover where I've cleared the ground from my stove, so that'll all be pushed back, so people won't see that I've been here. So if I forget, what we'll do is I'll say goodbye now. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you'd like to. Love and light, and I shall catch you on the next one. Thank you.